Dick, you've got some entrepreneurial lessons on our C block.
Well, yeah, I've kicked around a couple of things, but I think I'm going to go with a little bit about network marketing because, Frank has talked a lot about it with his business, and I'm going into my third year as a network marketer, and I go back to what my opinion of network marketing was with companies like Amway, this pyramid scheme and all this other things, and I had to overcome that just on my own level of starting my own business. And so just a few quick things with what the advantages of network marketing would bring an individual, but also maybe pitfalls also. So, one thing network marketing is not, it's not a get-rich-quick thing. It's a legitimate business model that can have huge payoffs if you're willing to put in the work. But, if you're talking to someone, they're trying to get you to become an associate with their company, they say, hey, you're gonna make millions of dollars, $50,000 a year, first year and on up and all. Don't buy it. It takes time to build your business and your organization. It takes time and hard work to get yourself going on it, and then then get new associates going and producing for themselves, and in turn helping you. So don't look at network marketing as, well, I'm going to get in it and I'm going to get rich quick and make a lot of money, because those people, like in my company and all the other companies that are at the top of their thing, that are making $40,000-$50,000 a month, have been doing it for 20 years, and have cracked the code. But it's like trying to become a professional athlete. Less than 1% of anyone playing football will ever make it to the NFL. It's the same thing here. So enter with your eyes wide open and set your, I think, Frank, you addressed it in your, what you're talking about as far as, setting what level of lifestyle do you want to have. Here's what, and set those goals, and when you reach them, go up a little bit more, but don't expect to get there overnight. It's not going to happen. Another thing you hear about all the time is, you can be your own boss. So you can set your own schedule. You can just do what you want and all, and that's a good thing. It's a bad thing. If you're a good boss, then it's a good thing. If you're a bad boss, it's a bad thing. What I mean by a bad boss, if you can't get your butt out of bed and get to work and do the things necessary to be successful, well, you're a bad boss, so you won't be successful. So look at yourself and say, what kind of a boss am I going to be? Am I going to be a good one? I'm going to work and do this, that. Then it's a great thing. But if you think, just because you're your own boss, you're going to make a lot of money, well, it's not going to work that way. A real good part of network marketing is you can start it part-time while you're working your full-time job, because network, it doesn't take, you can do a couple hours a day, weekends, whatever, and you can be very successful at it. I often thought back and wish I had started in network marketing field 20 years ago, because I would have built up a beautiful, beautiful retirement program, and I still would have been making money and paying my bills. And Jim Rome, who is an entrepreneur and personal development guru in network marketing, says, work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune. Again, when you're talking to people that are in their 30s, 20s, 40s, even 50s, the best counsel in the world is to tell them to get into one of these home-based network marketing things. That is your retirement program. That's your, that's where you're going to, eventually be able to retire on. And if for any reason, you lose your present job, at least you have some income coming in under the thing. A lot of people refer to it as Plan B. This should be your Plan B. So, it's I think is probably the best reason to get into network marketing is that point right there. I think that's the best reason. Personal development, I think from my experience, I've had a tremendous amount of personal growth getting into my home-based business and working as a network marketer. From where I started to where I am now, I've learned so much more about how you should do your network marketing business. I've learned a lot of that. Obviously, with Peter's technology help, I've come a long way from that area. So I started at age 73 or 4, whatever it was, and here I am 3 years later. I know I've enriched my knowledge base, and I think that's great for so many levels. from a business level and a personal level, the brain is a muscle that needs to be used, and I'm using it, and that I think keeps me young. So I think there's a great deal of benefit there. And then more and more Americans are trying to take control of their personal finances because we talked about it last week. All the layoffs are going to be coming on and on. And, it looks like the market was at least at 9:30 down 350 points. Today it's dropped almost 1,000 points in a couple of weeks. And people are laying off, they're restructuring, they're doing all these things. And more and more people are going into the contracted and freelance world. I just got these stats here. And right now, 34% of the workforce is made up of independent contractors. And by the year 2020, half of the workforce are going to be people who are independent contractors. I think that's forced because of things like Obamacare, that people are trying to get below and not have to pay for the insurance and things like that. And there's a lot of reasons why that's happening. And these people are great, but I was an independent contractor. They called me a consultant. After my company was sold, I was an independent contractor to the company that bought us for 5 years. And then they decided the market was, really took it down. They had to cut expenses, and they didn't need my independent contracting anymore. So boom, there was my income gone. So I think, especially if you're an independent contractor, the natural evolution is becoming the network marketer, and I'm a multi-level marketer. So I think if you're out there and you're in that world, just take a second. And I'm Legal Shield, but I'm not promoting legal. I'm promoting the network marketing industry. It is a true business industry. You could take people like Robert Kiyosaki, Mark Cuban, Jim Rome, all these people that are well-respected businessmen are all touting network marketing. So I think it's a good opportunity for you, time to look into what suits your style best. Is network marketing forever? No, it's not. Like I say, you could be a good boss or a bad boss. And if you're a bad boss, network marketing isn't for you, because if you can't manage yourself, you're in trouble. It's a simple bottom line. That's what it is. So, but it's a great way to get started. And unlike traditional corporate systems, which in my mind are the pyramid, when I was working, Gordon Marshall made the most money. Another guy made the next most money. And it went right down the league that was a pyramid, that the people at the lower levels of service were the least amount of money. With network marketing, if you got the right company, there's some out there you got to do research on, the right company, you can make is, I signed somebody up just last week who I think is going to be making more money than me in 3 months. So if you got the right company, that you can grow and grow, and there's no restriction on it. There's no such thing as a pyramid. So for those who are tuning in and listening to this, give it a look. No matter if you're working right now or you're not working, give it a look. Like I said, I wish I had done it 20, 30 years ago. So that's it for me.
Well, Bernie Sanders might fix that income inequality.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Anyway, good. Frank, you want to weigh in on that?
Yeah, you saw about the pyramid. I just finished a book, Dick, that you may have heard about it, because I'm doing the research for my project I'm working on. It's called a 45-second presentation.
I don't know. I haven't. No.
Yeah, it's a short book, maybe 70, 80 pages, I guess it is, on network marketing. How to give a describe network marketing 45 seconds or less.
Yeah.
And the guy's a network marketer, and the book comes with videos. And he does a good job.
Yeah.
But it is the future.
Yeah.
It is the future. It is the and there's no age barrier. Matter of fact, you talk about the inverse pyramid. I know of at least one person in this company that I'm working with who makes at least one that makes more than any executive in home office.
Yeah.
Makes more than any executive in the home office.
No, that potential's there. And the other thing which I didn't mention, it's usually a fairly low cost of entry. You could start at a Legal Shield for $99 now. So it's a fairly low cost of entry. If you're going to start your own business where you got to go buy bricks and mortars, computers, and all that stuff, or you do a McDonald's franchise, that type of thing. This is the average person can get in probably for $300 or $400 tops, depending on the company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that and a pair of nice clothes and networking, meetings and Chamber of Commerces and and off you go. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can build your own business.